You got to see this guy. Oh, I don't know what I said. I don't remember.
As you can see right there, he suffers from a chronic condition that impairs movement of his arms.
I mean, we could say politically correct that the look doesn't matter, but the look obviously matters. Like you wouldn't have your job if you weren't beautiful. It's very sad, isn't it?
Do you mind if I sit back a little bit? Because your breath is very bad. It really is. Has this ever been told to you before?
No.
Huh? Okay, then I won't bother.
But I was attacked viciously by those women. And, you know, she suffers from a thing called loser's remorse. She lost. And if you looked at her compared to the people that were in the top 15, you would understand why she's not in the top 15. And frankly, in my opinion, I saw her for, barely a second. She didn't deserve to be in the top 15. Okay, let's pretend it's not Kim. Does she have a good body? No.
Of course.
Does she have a fat ass? Absolutely.
Right. In other words...
And if it weren't Kim, they'd say, wow, I don't want to go out with her.
A couple of these girls were like crawling up Star's ass. I feel like even Hope or Marley or any, I can't.
By the way, much nicer now that she lost all the weight.
It would not be very comfortable for you back then.
The other way it wouldn't have been acceptable.
No.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I felt.
You've called women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals. Your Twitter account...
Only Rosie O'Donnell.
Well, Rosie O'Donnell's disgusting. I mean, both inside and out. You take a look at her, she's a slob. She talks like a truck driver. So probably I'll sue her because it would be fun. I'd like to take some money out of her fat ass pockets.
You dropped to your knees.
Yes.
And begged to do this. And I said, I'm looking around the room, and we had even Latoya, who sitting beside me, thought maybe Brandy was right.
Must be a pretty picture you dropped into your knees.
Dennis thought.
If Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her. You know?
Stop it. Oh, it's so weird. Stop. You know what? You are.
Marco Rubio, who has the worst voting record in the United States Senate, and a young guy, although he sweats more than any young person I've ever seen in my life. I've never seen a person sweat. I've never seen a guy down water like he downs water. I've never seen, they bring it in buckets for this guy.
You have this guy, Lindsey Graham, a total lightweight. And then I see Rick Perry the other day, and he's so, he's doing very poorly in the polls. He put glasses on so people will think he's smart.
The fact is that I probably did say that about Carly, or something about, in a jocular manner.
When you said this, looking at Carly Fiorina on the TV.
Trump blurted, look at that face. Would anyone vote for that? Can you imagine that, the face of our next president? I mean, she's a woman, and I'm not supposed to say bad things, but really, folks, come on, are we serious?
But I am worried. I'm very concerned about having him in charge of the nuclear weapons because I think his response, his visceral response to attack people on their appearance, short, tall, fat, ugly, my goodness, that happened in junior high. Are we not way above that? Would we not all be worried to have someone like that in charge of the nuclear arsenal?
Mr. Trump.
I never attacked him on his look, and believe me, there's plenty of subject matter right there. I don't frankly have time for total political correctness.
It's very hard for them to attack me on looks because I'm so good looking.